1:15, this is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. News edited by Danish Kamadawala and read by Niranjan Abesundara. NBRO says there is a threat of occurring landslides again in coastline the area where there was a severe landslide in October 2014. The flood warning to Nilvala River Basin has been extended until 3 p.m. today. Showers and showers about 100 millimeters will occur over most parts of the island after 1 p.m. Ministry of Agriculture decided to transfer the two officials who led to postpone the urea purchasing tender. Sri Lanka Navy arrested 5 suspects with over 200 kilos of heroin. In world news, Israel issues fresh Gaza warning and strikes West Bank. And in sports news, Manchester United and England legend Bobby Charlton dies aged 86. The National Building Research Organization says there is a threat of occurring landslide again in coastline the area where there was a severe landslide in October 2014. Officials have directed 27 estate worker families into safe places. Senior scientists of the NBRO, Vasantha Sandadira, told SLBC that due to the heavy rain reported in the area, there is a possibility of occurring landslides again. He urged the people of the area to be more vigilant. Club Badula Main Road was interrupted due to an earthslip last night. The police said that the road has now been cleared. The flood warning issued to Nilvala River Basin has been extended until 3 p.m. today. Director of the Water Science and Resource Management Unit of the Irrigation Department, SP Sugiswaran, urges the general public to be vigilant with the rain conditions. Meanwhile, Met Department said the low-pressure condition of the southwestern Bay of Bengal area has now converted into a depression. Met Department said that a well-marked low pressure is likely to develop into a depression by 22nd October and move northwards, intensifying further in the subsequent 3 days. Ministry of Agriculture decided to transfer the two officials who led to postpone the urea purchasing tender for the upcoming March season. Cabinet approval had been granted in this regard during the month of June. The government instructed the relevant official to import urea without delay, but it has revealed that those officials did not act to purchase the required fertilizer. Due to the conflict in several areas in the world, the urea purchase has increased significantly. If those officials have started the relevant procedures at the correct time, the government could have been able to purchase a metric ton of urea $350. Now the price has increased to $650 per metric ton. Due to the loss of these officials, the government will have to bear a huge financial loss. The ministry has also said that accordingly, the ministry decided to transfer those officials to another division. A stock of 200 kilograms of heroin has been seized in the high seas due to the joint operation by the Sri Lanka Navy and Police Narcotics Bureau. The drug haul, which is estimated to be valued around 4,000 million rupees, has been brought to shore along with 5 suspects at Dandra Point this morning. This news broadcast comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
Cherished companion of microfinance banking, Samurdhi Community Bank.
The government has decided to introduce a new policy to streamline the beedi industry. A discussion was held in this connection with all parties last week, presided over by the Chief of Staff to the President, Sagal Ratnayaka, on instructions of the President, Ranil Wickremesinghe. The formulation of the policy has been assigned to the Ministry of Finance. It has also been proposed to lift the cess of 500 rupees, which is currently imposed on a kilo of beedi leaves. The government also levies 2 rupees on each beedi in addition to the cess on the import of beedi leaves. The police are providing a reward of 2.5 million rupees for anyone who can provide information that leads to the apprehension of a police constable who is suspected of assisting the alleged drug trafficker Harakata in an escape attempt. Police request the public, if anyone has any information, to reach out on telephone number 0718 591 960 or 0718 596 150. That is local news for now.
Your closest ally in microfinance banking. The front runner in uplifting low-income households. Extending a hand to those aspiring to thrive. Your very own financial institution, Samurdhi Community Bank, with a presence of 1,089 branches throughout the island. your closest ally in microfinance banking. Your steadfast financial partner, Samurdhi Community Bank.
The main news story is brought to you by Sinhala Mahatmya.
The Department of Examination said that results of the GCE O-Level Examination 2022 will be probably out by mid-November. Examination Commissioner General Amit Jayasundar said that the examination department is engaged in the process of issuing results by now and the data entering process is going on. It will take a few weeks and the result will probably be issued by November 25th. The GCE O-Level Examination 2022-23 was held countrywide from 29th of May to the 8th of June with the participation of about 42,000 candidates. That was the main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Sinhala Mahatmya.
We move on to Watchlight. A massive electric vehicle import racket has been exposed by the Parliamentary Committee on Ways and Means, revealing startling details of misusing the facility given to migrant workers, official sources revealed. Chairman of the committee, Partha Rampakaranavaka, said that 119 luxury electric vehicles worth 1.2 billion rupees had been imported into the country misusing the migrant workers' vehicle scheme. Of this, 75 such vehicles had been brought into the country by a single company, he disclosed without naming the importer. These vehicles have been imported by using the license to import electric cars by several vendors and sold it to a local market fraudulently, he claimed. The committee has issued a directive to relevant authorities to action against perpetrators, including corrupt state officials. That came to in Watchlight, and we move on to world news. Israel issues fresh Gaza warning and strikes West Bank. Ukraine fears drone shortages due to China restrictions. Manchester United England legend Bobby Charlton dies aged 86. Israeli military has vowed to ramp up its strikes on the Gaza Strip, warning people still in the north of the territory to flee south. A spokesman told reporters this would allow Israel to minimize the risks to our forces in the next stages of the war. Israel has amassed tanks and troops on the boundary with Gaza ahead of an expected ground incursion, though the potential timing of this is unknown. Its military has also confirmed that it struck a Hamas cell in the West Bank, a separate territory occupied by Israel's military. On Saturday, aid was finally allowed into Gaza from Egypt, for the first time since the Israel-Hamas was erupted 2 weeks ago. Meanwhile, the group of UN agencies has said conditions in Gaza are catastrophic and has again called for a ceasefire. Drones have had a profound effect on the war in Ukraine, used in great quantities by both sides. China moves to place restrictions on exports, however, has led to concern that there could be a problem with supplies. Many of them are commercially made in China and brought off the shelf, and new supplies are vital because of the large numbers lost in the fighting. But there are indications of reduction in the number of Chinese drones and parts available in both Ukraine and Russia. According to the Royal United States Institute, a London-based think tank, Ukraine is losing about 10,000 drones a month. Numerous volunteer groups have been instrumental in using donated funds to help the Ukrainian army restock its supplies. Bobby Charlton, the English football icon who survived a plane crash that decimated a Manchester United team destined for greatness to become the heartbeat of the country's 1966 World Cup winning team, has died. He was 86. A statement from Carlton family released by United said he died on Saturday surrounded by his family. Extravagantly gifted midfielder with a ferocious shot, Charlton was the leading scorer for both 249 goals for United and 49 goals for England for more than 40 years until being overtaken by Wayne Rooney. And back to the headlines of the world news once again. Israel issues fresh Gaza warning and strikes West Bank. Ukraine fears drone shortages due to China restrictions. Manchester United England legend Bobby Charlton dies aged 86. That was world news.
Development news.
State Minister of Fisheries Pierre Nishanta announced that Fisheries Ministry has developed a specialized investment zone in the northern province which will be dedicated for the fishing industry. Strategic endeavor aims to attract investments related to the fisheries sector. which is fostering economic growth and generating substantial employment opportunities for the citizens. Furthermore, the state minister underscored the proactive measures that have already been initiated to combat the fishing mafia, a network of intermediaries who have profited unjustly at the expense of both the fishing industry and consumers. With journalistic, various services are provided by agencies affiliated with the Fisheries Ministry. These services included mobile fishing services, issuance of fishing ID cards, registration of fishing boats and resolution of communication issues concerning fishing signals.
Sports News is brought to you by Shakti. Refresh your mind and body. Shakti Energy Drink. 350 rupees only. Available at island-wide leading groceries and supermarkets. Shakti. Taste the power.
An all-round show by South Africa helped them beat England by 209 runs in the ODI 20 of the ongoing World Cup 2023 in Mumbai on Saturday. South Africa batting first piled a massive 399 for 7 in 50 overs, whereas England could only manage 170 for 9 in 22 overs, as Reece Topley didn't walk out due to injury. Meanwhile, after producing a strong show with the bat, Marco Jansen led South Africa's charge with the ball. He capped 2 wickets while Lungi Ngida picked up 1 as England were reduced to 24 for 3 in the gigantic 400-run chase. That was Sports News.
Shakti. Refresh your mind and body. Shakti Energy Drink. 350 rupees only. Available at island-wide leading groceries and supermarkets. Shakti. Taste the power.
Go ekak thiyana youth eකට life එකේ change එකට නියමෙට set වෙන්න ඇස් වහගෙන දැකපු ගින හැබැ කරන්න youth එකට නියමෙට set වෙන්න friendship එක මෙන්න.
The all-new NSB Ithru Mithru account, NSB IM, a plan for your dream.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
Google's latest smartphones released last week, the Pixel 8 and Pixel 8 Pro, go a step further than devices from other companies. They're using AI to help alter people's expressions on photographs. Devices also use erase, move and resize unwanted elements in a photo from people to buildings, filling in the space left behind with what's called Magic Editor. This use what's known as deep learning, effectively an artificial intelligence algorithm working out what texture should fill the gap by analyzing the surrounding pixels it can see using knowledge it has gleaned from millions of other photos. It doesn't have to be pictures taken on the device itself. Using Pixel 8 Pro, you can apply the so-called Magic Editor or mistake to any pictures in your Google photo library.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
Go ekak thiyana youth එකට life එකේ change එකට නියමෙට set වෙන්න ඇස් වහගෙන දැකපු ගින හැබැ කරන්න youth එකට නියමෙට set වෙන්න friendship එක මෙන්න.
The all-new NSB Ithru Mithru account, NSB IM, a plan for your dream.
On to economic news, Agriculture Minister Mahinda Amaravira has instructed small-scale agriculture entrepreneurship partnership program under his ministry to provide facilities for the cultivation of maize in 3 districts this Maha season. Accordingly, the free distribution of hybrid maize seeds required for the civilized cultivation of 40,000 acres of maize in the Hambantota, Anuradhapura and Monak districts began yesterday. That is economic news, and we move on to the weather report.
Weather report.
Short thundershowers will occur over most parts of the island after 1 p.m. Short thundershowers may occur in the western, southern, northern and north central provinces during the morning too. Heavy showers about 100 meters are likely at some places in the western, Sabaragama, over central, eastern, southern provinces. That was the report, and we get back to the headlines. NBRO says there is a threat of occurring landslide again in Kuslanda, Mediabed, the area where there was a severe landslide in October 2014. The flood warning issued to Nilbala River Basin has been extended until 3 p.m. today. Short thundershowers about 100 meters will occur over most parts of the island after 1 p.m. Ministry of Agriculture has decided to transfer the 2 officials who led to postpone the urea purchasing tender. Sri Lankan Navy arrests 5 suspects with over 200 kilos of heroin. In world news, Israel issues fresh Gaza warning and strikes West Bank. Sports news, Manchester United and England legend Bobby Charlton dies aged 86. With that, we end the afternoon news time exactly 1:30, and until 2 p.m, let's enjoy music with lunch.